You're watching Unicef television. Sheer desperation has driven hundreds of thousands of Somalis from their homes in the south of the country, where famine is on the march. More than 15,000 people have come to Mogadishu since the beginning of July. At a camp for the displaced, they wait for Unicef supplies, which will mean the difference between life and death. Unicef is providing high-energy biscuits, mosquito nets and plastic sheeting to nearly 6,000 families at the Hodan displacement camp. The camp, with its hastily constructed shelters, is just a small part of a growing emergency in the Horn of Africa, where an estimated 500,000 children could die from malnutrition. As the situation rapidly deteriorates, Unicef is racing to get supplies to those in need. At Nairobi Airport, supplies arrive, bound for southern Somalia, Ethiopia and parts of northern Kenya that are also in the grip of drought, high food prices and crop failure.
It's huge drought levels. It hasn't been such drought in 20 years, so the quantities that we need to bring in are really big. In terms of supplemental and therapeutic food, it's unprecedented quantities for UNICEF.
Since the beginning of July, UNICEF has delivered 1,300 metric tons of life-saving supplies to some of the hardest-hit areas in southern Somalia, enough to treat 66,000 malnourished children.
The real challenge there is getting it here fast enough. So, usually we'd put it on ships and it would take 20 to 40 days to get it to the Mombasa port, and then we've got to truck it into the different locations, which takes, again, another couple of weeks. So we're really trying to get this moved via air, which is, of course, very expensive. We're fortunate to have some airlines donating some cargo space, but the real challenge is getting the supplies that are available to the communities.
At the Belina Aba health post in eastern Ethiopia, Janette Mohammed brings her 18-month-old daughter Imam for treatment. The baby is weighed and measured and given the ready-to-use therapeutic food Plumpy Nut. Janetta says Imam became ill when the family's crops failed.
It did not rain on time, and when it did, it rained for 2 days only.
Health workers at this clinic say Janetta's story is much too common. They have never seen malnutrition this bad. Baby Imam's life has been saved, but UNICEF is asking for $31.8 million to help the estimated 10 million people who are still in dire need. This is Chris Niles reporting for UNICEF Television.